Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, this is my Divine Masculine check in. Hi, my Divine Masculines. How are you guys doing? So, just checking in with you guys. I care about how you guys are doing out here. Life is what it is, and sometimes it's more challenging than others. So, I want to tap in. I want to check in with your heart, though. I want to see how you guys are feeling in regards to romance, in regards to love. I feel like this has been a huge topic in the energy this week with the collective. So I want to see how you guys are doing. And when I started to pull, this is kind of the beginning message that I got for you guys. So, I feel like there's somebody that you're not in contact with, but you think about heavily. It says, I know it shouldn't. The idea of you with someone else makes me sick. The idea of you being better for a person who's not me makes my heart pound. The thought of you losing, ooh, interesting. So it's interesting because it actually says the thought of you loving someone else. But I said the thought of you losing someone else. So, like, yeah, this is definitely the energy that I'm feeling. It makes my stomach churn. I feel like you guys have somebody in mind that you are interested in, that you are, to be frank, in love with at this time, but it's somebody who is not within your reach, not within your grasp at this moment, either because they are occupied, meaning they actually have someone already, or you are. But it is plain to see and feel with these flowers here in this depiction. These are the flowers, and I don't know the name of them. If somebody knows the name of them, put it in the comments. But these are those flowers that you can pick up and people usually make wishes with, and you blow, and all the little parts of the flower disperse. So we'll call it the wish flower. I feel like there's somebody that you are wishing for, Divine Masculine, that you want to be with, that you wish they would walk away from someone else if they are currently occupied or in a partnership. You want them to walk away from their current partner to be with you. Because I feel like the thought of this divine feminine or the person that you are thinking about right now being with someone else, you never having a chance to be with them, I feel like it literally makes you sick physically. I feel like you are tired of the toxicity. Maybe you're in a current partnership and you are ready to make a change. I feel like you are ready for true romance. You are ready for a true connection. I feel like you really want to celebrate. You want to enjoy being in love. You're tired of keeping this feeling that you have, that you feel so deeply hidden as something unseen. I also feel like you are no longer ignoring the red flags in your current situations or in your options or connections, because maybe you don't have a serious relationship, maybe you are just dating, or maybe you just have people that you hang out with. But I feel like it's getting old. It's feeling pretty toxic right now, because I feel like your heart is truly desiring another, this star energy. I feel like this person that you desire gives you hope, makes you feel optimistic. You feel this pull towards them that you can explain, especially because it's not something that you planned. I think it's something that came out of nowhere that you are now feeling, and you're trying to understand it, but you feel like they are a wish. You're tired of sacrificing your own happiness for mediocre. You want the star energy. You want the best of the best of the best, sir. Sorry. I like Men in Black. So if anybody knows or seen part one, uh, yeah. I still laugh at that part every time. But you're tired of sacrificing your own happiness. You're tired of dealing with heartbreak. You're tired of avoiding feeling love an actual true connection with another, real love. You're tired of just the in and out, emotionless, because it's not fulfilling to you anymore. I feel like maybe you've gotten to the point of unfulfillment, maybe because you have your eye on this star energy who actually is making you feel like you want to be a little bit more romantic, but you want to celebrate with them. So this was the beginning energy. Welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here with me again. Love you guys to the moon and back. Yeah, I feel like Divine Masculine, you have been keeping this a secret. I feel like you know exactly what you are wishing for, but I feel like it's something that you, maybe if you've told anybody, it's maybe only one or two people, but it's truly just a feeling that you have, something that you dream about, daydream about. I feel like maybe you've been making plans in the background as well in order to figure out how to walk away from all of these other options that you no longer have interest in at this time. Let's see what characteristics you hold, my Divine Masculines. Let's see. Who am I connecting with? Okay. Some of you guys could be lawyers. Maybe you guys are dealing with legal issues, which would make sense again, because if you are trying to disconnect from your current relationship, your current partner, because you have dreams of going elsewhere, maybe you need an attorney at this time. But, you could just be someone who is very persuasive, very sharp. Yeah, you are ready to fight for this new connection, I feel. It says he'll argue his way into your heart, but out of taking out the trash. Maybe you guys don't like taking the trash out. But yeah, I feel like you are, I think, ready to move forward to something new. I feel like you're juggling a lot. You're the circus performer right now. You have a lot on your plate, multiple plates, it seems. But I feel like you are good at this. I feel like you're like a King of Pentacles in the upright energy or an Emperor energy. Well, Emperor energy is a little bit more authoritative, but I feel like a King of Pentacles in the upright energy where you feel comfortable, with juggling, especially when it comes to your foundation. It brings you a sense of pride to be able to take care of, multiple things, keep things in balance. But I feel like, that's more on the financial side, if you have kids, things like that. But I feel like you feel still possibly in lack when it comes to matters of the heart, maybe not fully fulfilled. And that's something that you haven't been able to truly balance. Who else? The politician. Some of you guys could be into politics, love politics. The numbers, synchronicities here I have is 27, the number 12, 41, a house 9, 3, and 5 as well. These could be life path numbers, birthdays. The politician, you're very charismatic, very persuasive. I feel like in regards to business, again, you could be a politician that's watching me as well. But I feel like you are very charismatic. You know how to persuade people. You're able to get people to see things from a different perspective. And again, maybe you just have a love for politics as well. So I think in business, this is where you thrive. Some of you guys could be a secret agent out here. Some of you guys are just very secretive. Number 48, you could be 48, 41. The number 12 again is also significant. 12, 12. These could be synchronicities, times that you're seeing as well. Some of you guys are very secretive. I feel like, again, you are keeping how you're feeling right now under wraps. I don't think anybody knows how you're truly feeling. Again, if there is somebody, maybe one or two people, but you know how to hold a secret. That's for sure. You're like a vault locked down. Okay. But I feel like you know it's important to kind of keep your true feelings under wraps because, when people have too much information about you, they usually don't use it for something positive, unfortunately. And I feel like maybe you're in a situation where it's very sensitive in that way, where you can't be very open right now about what you're feeling. But I feel like you are making plans, with this attorney energy, attorney client privilege. So again, I feel like there's somebody in your energy or that that knows what's going on, but definitely not very many with this secret agent. This could be your job as well. Man of mystery, international man of mystery, mysterious and elusive. Okay. What else? Oh, the bartender. Okay. Some of you guys could be drinking right now or needing a drink, especially dealing with this situation. The number 7 could be significant. The month of December, the month of July, I have here as well. July 12th, December 7th. Yeah, I feel like, again, this could be your occupation. Um, but I feel like this is probably an energy that you are in. I feel like with all of these emotions that you are currently suppressing, maybe you need time to relax. Um, I feel like this is something that you do when you are thinking about this person that you are desiring. I feel like you definitely grab a drink, whether that is alone or socially. But I feel like, again, it's serving a purpose for you. Maybe just don't overdo it. Still take care of yourself. Be careful, right? But I feel like these are the moments where you are able to kind of just slow your mind down, and thinking about this person maybe puts you in a good place. Maybe there's a lot of chaos usually during the day. And so when you just need some solace, you want to feel nostalgic, these are the moments where you think about this person. Okay, the psychic. You guys could be intuitive readers as well that watch me. Number 9 could be significant. You could be 45 or 54. Yeah. I feel like you guys have an idea, or this could be what the person that you desire does as well. Okay, so these could also be jobs or positions that the person that's on your mind hold as well. So flip it where it goes. But I feel like you guys are coming more into spirituality. I feel like this person is getting you to look more into it as well, be more interested in it. Again, especially if this is somebody that you watch, this person has made you a little bit more curious. So you're doing your own research. But I feel like you are also very intuitive. You are a mystic in your own right. I feel like this is a possible gift that you have always had, but I don't think maybe you didn't know how to label it, or, you know, just saw it as part of your, characteristic. But I think it actually helps you, but I feel like maybe you don't trust it all the time. So maybe you question your abilities, your gifts. And maybe this is somebody who you feel like would appreciate you for the gifts that you have. Okay. All right. So let's see what's on your mind, divine masculines, in this situation. What else is going on? Let's see. What's going on with my divine masculines in matters of their heart right now? Yeah, you're seeing a lot of signs. You're receiving a lot of guidance, reassurance, or messages related to your current situation from spirit. You're seeing signs that's pointing you in the right direction towards this divine feminine. So, like I said, yeah, confirmation. This is definitely somebody who is weighing heavily on your mind, and you are getting the signs and synchronicities. Yeah. confirmation that is pointing you in that direction, that is telling you that that is direction you need to go in. I have chills all over. So yes, this is and something that you are starting to experience more and more. Again, I feel like it's something though that you're still keeping to yourself because you know maybe the people in your life wouldn't understand it or would think you're crazy. That's understandable. Yeah, I feel like you are tired of dealing with people in your life that are not loyal. You're actually wanting to devote yourself to somebody that is for real for once in your life. I feel like because of the signs and synchronicities, I feel like you're also starting to use your intuition more. You know, that's why that other characteristic card came out here because I feel like you are starting to see things in a different way. You're starting to pay attention to things a little bit more, starting to trust your gut feeling when it comes to your intuition, especially when it comes to the relationships that you have currently in your life. Whether you are currently committed to someone, or again, if you just have a whole bunch of options, or maybe you have both, you know, whatever your current lifestyle is, I just feel like you are feeling like you don't really have a lot of people in your circle that you feel you can actually trust. Yeah. And I feel like you are wanting to communicate with this person. I feel like this is something you think about, you trying to figure out what to say, the exact words to say. For some of you guys, this is somebody that you know already. For some of you guys, this is someone who you've seen, but you actually have not interacted with yet. So there could be a level of nervousness, not really knowing what to say, but wanting to be open, you know, open up that line of communication with this, you know, divine feminine or the person on your mind. And maybe there's some concern of you not seeming, you know, or being worthy of this person's attention. You know, maybe there's some things that you feel they wouldn't accept about your life. Maybe it's because you have baggage, you still have emotional baggage. You know, maybe you have, again, a current situation. So, you know, you don't want them to judge you based on your current situation. So maybe it makes you question if you're going to be good enough for this person because you know that they deserve, this person on your mind deserves your full attention, your full love and respect. I don't think you want to come in and shortchange them in any way. What else? Yeah, I feel like again you are realizing that you're dealing with a lot of deceptive people, a lot of people who have intentionally lied to your face, you know, worn masks. And I feel like this is a range of people, you know, not even just in your romantic situations. I feel like you are noticing this now. Maybe you are going through some type of spiritual awakening and you're just starting to try to understand it. So maybe it seems a little odd. You don't understand why you are so drawn to this person, why this person is making you feel this way. You, like I said, yeah, there's a lot of people in your energy that know that your feelings for them are changing. Again, confirmation that you have third party situations right now that you're trying to handle and deal with, but they are realizing that your behavior is changing. And even though it may not be so dramatic, they're definitely starting to feel that your energy is starting to point in a different direction. So you have a lot of people who are actively trying to disrupt or negatively influence you in order to keep you away from this new person again. And they probably don't even know who this is, especially if you've kept your feelings under wrap, you know, with that secret agent energy. But I feel like, again, it's something that's felt. And so, even if you have not said anything, your actions probably towards them have changed slightly. So, they are definitely noticing the difference. It's kind of crazy how, you know, exes seem to always come back when they really feel you're ready to move on to a new relationship. Yeah. You don't have any more emotions for these third party situations. You're pretty much over it. Again, the lack of loyalty, the toxicity, it's just not even fulfilling, not even physically anymore. I feel like, that sustained you for a long time. I feel like you left your emotions out of a lot of your relationships. Again, even if this is pertaining to a committed relationship, I feel like there hasn't been a lot of emotional connection within this dynamic that you may be currently in, that you are trying to get out of for a very long time. Maybe this is why you felt like having options or the third party situations would, kind of help you survive the feelings or lack thereof that you had within your connection, your committed connection, but they're all seeming to just become toxic at this point. Yeah. Oh, so this is somebody from your past that's on your mind because you are trying to reconcile with them. I see. Interesting. Hmm. This is what you are desiring secretly. And again, I feel like the people around you are starting to feel this, that you do want this reconciliation. Some of them may know who this person is and some may not. But the bottom line is they feel that your energy has shifted. It is shifting. It is changing your behavior towards them. The things that you say, you really don't have any more patience. You don't show any interest. You're just kind of a robot at this point when it comes to dealing with this either current committed connection or third party situations or a combination of both. It's just pretty much all exhausting for you maybe at this time. So you are really ready for something else, for something different, something new, something refreshing, a renewal, actual emotions that I feel like you were okay with suppressing for a very long time. But again, it just seems like life is passing by. There's, a lot of success when it comes to finances. You can obviously juggle quite a bit, when it comes to your life. You're pretty good at balancing things. But the one thing that truly would make balancing all of those things much more satisfying you don't have, which is a true emotional connection, intimacy with another, a true emotional connection. So I think you're just tired of the mundane, the mediocre. Again, I think these are feelings that have probably caught you off guard because, again, you've been able to live life, without having emotional connections for a while. And you've been able to survive. You've been successful in your own right when it comes to, your business, your finances, holding down the fort, but never true satisfaction. And I think maybe you're starting to understand that, and it's starting to actually mean something that you have not had that emotional satisfaction. But I think right now you're probably going through a lot of lessons, things that you need to handle, lessons you need to learn before you can truly move forward towards what you desire. Because if you move towards what you truly desire in the same mindset that you've always been in, you will sabotage it, you will lose it. What's the truth? What's the truth for my divine masculines? Yeah, confirmation. You guys want a caring connection. Like I said, you're tired of the deception. You're tired of the third parties. You're tired of not being able to feel vulnerable with someone. You want reconciliation. You want a caring connection. Yeah. What's the truth for my divine masculines? What's the truth? Yeah. Reward and recognition. You want to feel as if the hard work that you put in and day out, the ways that you balance out life, you keep things going, the people who you take care of never have to worry about whether or not things are handled because you handle them. You do it with ease Again, in that King of Pentacles energy, that politician energy, you are able to juggle and balance. You handle things. And so anyone that is connected to you in this energy never has to worry about anything. But there has been a lack of reward and recognition for what you do so naturally. Yeah, my right ear is ringing. You don't get the appreciation that you feel you deserve from those people you take care of. And this could be from friends, coworkers, romantic partners, even family. You truly put in the time, the effort, you put in the energy, because family, your foundation, it means a lot to you. Your hard work hasn't truly paid off in the way that you hoped. You take pride in it, for sure. But I feel like you don't feel as if your efforts are truly acknowledged in the way that you would like them to be. Yeah. What's the truth? Stuck energy. You feel stuck because I couldn't even shuffle that card. Yeah. You want abundance in all ways, not just financial. And I feel like for a long time, you were okay with just having abundance. When it came to your finances, it felt like it was enough until one day it wasn't. You wanted more. You decided you wanted more out of life than just to be financially abundant. I feel you were okay with putting the emotions to the side because it seemed like emotions just always became messy. But I feel like you are starting to truly see, maybe again, your eyes are opening to a different perspective. Maybe you've been in hangman, you've taken a step back from those external factors that were just draining you, that were just taking from you, that were not appreciating you. And you're now realizing that the true abundance comes from the appreciation, the love that is connected to the abundance. Love is what creates the true abundance, the ultimate Ace of Cups, the ultimate wish fulfillment. I feel like there's been a lack of trust, and so you've had a hard time with opening up your heart because you've been heartbroken in the past. But the truth is, miracles happen all the time. It is possible to have the ultimate wish fulfillment if you are willing to sacrifice, move towards it. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout. I feel like having an attitude of gratitude for the things that you do have brings in more of what you truly want. Yes, steps will need to be taken. Lawyers may need to be involved, but I think it's really just about the mindset. And if this is truly something you desire, which it seems so, because I'm feeling chills all over. I feel like this is truly something you really want. I feel like you don't want to get to the age where you look back and you really only have material things that you can say that you've gained that don't truly have the value. Nobody wants to be 70 and alone. That is from a song, and I can't think of it right now. So if anybody can think of it, put it in the comments for me. But I feel like as a divine masculine, nobody wants to be 70 and alone, meaning you could be with someone and still feel alone. You can live in the same house, sleep in the same bed, see this person's face day in and day out every single day, or these multiple people if we're talking about third parties, but still never truly feel seen, appreciated. And I think that's maybe what you're feeling. Victim mindset. You feel the world is against you. This could be your mindset right now, divine masculine. And this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. See, again, abundance. And it's abundance, not financial abundance. I feel like you've taken care of that part. I feel like you know that part in and out, A through Z, upside down and right side up. I don't feel like you have an issue when it comes to financial abundance. I feel like this is more about matters of your emotions, of your heart space. There's a victim mentality there because, again, you have been heartbroken multiple times when there were moments long ago where you were truly in love. Unfortunately, they were not the person. But maybe what you missed was that they were meant to be a part of your life to teach you what you didn't want. That's usually what the first and second relationships are in our lives. It's usually the first one is usually puppy love. It's that young love where we don't really know what to expect. So the heartbreak is usually the worst. And sometimes we never heal from that very first one. So we maybe go into another one and we find similar behavior, another broken heart. So now it turns into resentment that we start to hold on to. And sometimes people allow it to make them bitter or emotionless. And they start to think that having no emotions is the solution, but it is not. It will never bring you the level of fulfillment or happiness that you truly desire deep down. So this is the mindset that's going to need to be healed if this is what you're currently feeling, divine masculine. In order to truly have the caring connection that you desire, this will need to be healed in order to feel this in love, abundance in love. Miracles happen every day. And you will be rewarded and recognized if you choose to heal this. The universe is waiting for you. That's the truth. So maybe it's time for you to take a pause. Take a true pause. Because the next decision is going to be the most important decision, especially if you want it to be successful. It means that you need to take a pause and truly take care of yourself, your own mindset first. Maybe you need to reevaluate what it is you truly, truly want and desire. And the things that no longer serve you, start to eliminate, throw them out, remove them from your world. Because you can bring in the caring connection that you truly desire, the recognition and reward that you truly need, the abundance and love that is going to be your wish fulfillment if you still have not taken the trash out. If your mindset is still playing the victim, it will self-sabotage and push away the thing that you truly want. So pause. Confirmation on the bottom of the deck. Release attachments and reflection. Pause. Release what no longer serves you. Negative behaviors, people, places, and things, it doesn't matter. But in order to get a fresh start, in order to come in with a new set of fresh eyes, it's time to pause, release, and reflect. So if you could express yourself to this person that's on your mind, what would you say? If you had a chance to connect with this person who seems to be motivating you in this new direction, what would you say to them? What are those hidden emotions? You are my castle in the sky. This is somebody you dream about. You dream about constantly, often, day or night. You see them as your true wish fulfillment. Maybe you have wanted to communicate with this person. I wrote you a letter that I'm afraid to send. You want to communicate with them, but maybe you know that you are not ready. You don't have all the right words. Again, take your time, pause. Understand that this pause, this time to reflect, this time to release the attachments to things that no longer serve you will be necessary to be successful, but also understand that time waits for nobody. So this person that you want, desire, may not be available when you're ready. But I think regardless, this pause, this change, this release, I think will still benefit you no matter what. Because at the end of the day, divine masculine, you do deserve to be loved in the way that you want, to be able to explore the world with the person you desire. Yeah, you're ready to change chapters, turn the page, start anew. Yeah. With this reconciliation here, I definitely feel like this is somebody that you know from your past and you feel lost without them. Maybe again, you had been emotionless for so long. When they were a part of your life in some way, you didn't realize just how much of an effect they had on you. I don't want to live in a world that you're not in. So to say that the emotions are deep that you feel is an understatement. This would be your ultimate wish fulfillment. So it seems like it's something that is worth working towards. And I feel that you can. So it's time to reevaluate. It's time to release. Take a pause, but not too long. Because again, time waits for nobody. I wish you the best, my divine masculines. And this is what I have for you. The message resonated. I would love to know about it. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. But until next time, you guys, bye.